In the heart of Queens, New York, a silent apocalypse unfolded 5 years ago. The HHP flu vaccine, hailed as a medical breakthrough, had unexpectedly transformed its recipients into mindless flesh-eating creatures. Among the afflicted was Claudia Reid's family, leaving her as the sole survivor in a world overrun by the undead. Claudia, a resilient, resourceful young woman, had spent the past 5 years honing her survival skills, preparing for the day when the infected would break free from quarantine. She knew the city was her last refuge, a desperate gamble to reach the safety of a departing ship on 12th Avenue. As the quarantine crumbled, Claudia embarked on her perilous journey, armed with a rusty pipe and a dwindling supply of rations. She navigated the desolate streets, evading hordes of shambling zombies, their vacant eyes and decaying flesh a constant reminder of her loss. Her journey was fraught with danger as she faced not only the relentless pursuit of the undead, but also the harsh realities of a world ravaged by chaos. She encountered other survivors, some friendly, some hostile, each struggling to find their place in this new, terrifying world. Along the way, Claudia discovered a hidden network of survivors, remnants of a society clinging to hope. They shared information, resources, and stories of resilience, offering Claudia a glimmer of hope amidst the despair. As she drew closer to 12th Avenue, the urgency of her mission intensified. The cruise ship, her last chance at escape, was scheduled to depart soon, leaving behind those who couldn't make it in time. Claudia fought her way through the throngs of zombies, her adrenaline fueled by the ticking clock. She dodged collapsing buildings, navigating treacherous obstacles, and faced down desperate individuals willing to do anything to survive. Finally, she reached the pier, the majestic cruise ship looming before her. But as she raced towards the gangplank, a horde of zombies surged forward, threatening to overwhelm her. In a desperate act, Claudia used her pipe to create a diversion, drawing the attention of the zombies away from the ship. She fought with ferocity, her survival instinct kicking in until she was finally able to board the ship. As the ship pulled away from the pier, Claudia looked back at the city she once called home, now overrun by the undead. She had made it, but at what cost? The world she knew was gone, replaced by a desolate landscape of fear and uncertainty. But Claudia was not alone. She was surrounded by other survivors, each with their own stories of loss and resilience. Together, they faced the uncertain future, clinging to hope in the face of overwhelming odds. The cruise ship, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, offered Claudia temporary refuge, but the horrors she had witnessed had left their mark. The ship, once a symbol of luxury and leisure, now echoed with the whispers of fear and weight of shared trauma. Claudia found herself thrown into a microcosm of society, a diverse group of survivors grappling with the loss of their world. There were the hardened veterans, those who had fought and survived the initial outbreak, their eyes haunted by the horrors they had witnessed. They were the innocent, those who had been sheltered from the worst of the chaos. Their naive, stark contrast to the grim reality they now faced. And there were those who sought to exploit the chaos, their desperation turning them into predators. Claudia, wary of the dangers that lurked within the ship's walls, kept to herself. Observing the dynamics of this new society, she learned to trust her instincts, to read the subtle cues that betrayed a person's true intentions. She discovered hidden alliances, simmering tensions, and the ever-present threat of betrayal. As the ship sailed through the treacherous waters of the high seas, the threat of the undead remained ever-present. Rumors circulated of infected stowaways, of the undead lurking beneath the waves, waiting for an opportunity to strike. The ship's crew, tasked with maintaining order and protecting the passengers, struggled to contain the growing paranoia. Claudia, with her experience in the ravaged city, became an unlikely asset to the ship's makeshift defense. She shared her knowledge of zombie behavior, her insights into the weakness of the infected. She taught others how to defend themselves, how to survive in this new terrifying world. But the ship was not immune to the horrors that plagued the land. A group of infected hidden within the ship's cargo hold broke free, unleashing chaos and panic. Claudia, alongside a group of hardened survivors, fought to contain the outbreak, their actions determining the fate of the ship and its passengers. Through it all, Claudia remained steadfast, her determination fueled by the memory of her lost family. She fought not only for her own survival, but also for the survival of those who had become her unlikely allies. As the ship reached its destination, a remote island untouched by the plague, Claudia stepped onto the solid ground, her heart filled with a mixture of relief and uncertainty. The world had changed, and she was forever altered by the horrors she had witnessed. But she was not alone. She had found a new family, a group of survivors bound by a shared experience, a shared determination to rebuild. The future remained uncertain, but Claudia faced it with a newfound strength, a resilience forged in the fires of survival. She knew that the fight was far from over, that the undead would continue to threaten their existence, but she also knew that she was not alone, that together they could face any challenge no matter how daunting. The cruise ship, a temporary haven, became a microcosm of the new world order. Tensions simmered beneath the surface, alliances shifted, and the ever-present threat of the infected loomed large. Claudia, with her combat experience and strategic mind, became a valuable asset to the ship's makeshift defense. She trained others in self-defense, organized patrols, and helped to maintain the order amidst the growing paranoia. Life on the ship was a constant balancing act between safety and sanity. The survivors grappled with the trauma of their past, the fear of the unknown, and the ever-present threat of the infected. Claudia, however, found solace in her newfound purpose. She had found a new family, a group of survivors, shared determination to rebuild. As the ship sailed towards the uncertain future, Claudia knew that this was just the beginning. The fight for survival had become a way of life, constant struggle against the encroaching darkness. But she also knew that within this group, within this fragile community, lay the seeds of hope, the potential for a new beginning. The world had changed, but within the chaos, a new order was emerging, one built on resilience, on courage, on unwavering belief that humanity could prevail. Claudia, with her steely resolve and unwavering spirit, was at the forefront of the new world and beacon of hope in the face of overwhelming odds.